What's going on, guys? Some of you know that, and some of you don't know, I am a plumber. That is my day job. I don't get to show very much of it. I'm not allowed to. Um, but this house I did 8 years ago when I worked for the company. I've been gone for 5 and now I'm back with them. I was called out because they said they had a leak, but I wanted to show you this mechanical room. This is one of 3 in this house. This is the medium size. There is another one that is quite a bit larger. A lot more manifolds. This little manifold system I put in because there are so many fixtures, as you can see. This is only a third of the house. I didn't want to run a main trunk and branch off to each fixture and then something go wrong later. This way we can isolate each fixture individually. If something happens, we can shut down that fixture from here and keep the rest of the house live. So I did it this way right here. This is Smurf tubing. We got it in blue and red. It's actually PEX behind it. You can see the Uponor fitting there. Everything's individually valved. Also, just so you don't call me out, this is an outdoor kitchen. These 2 lines, ice maker, sink, and there's the hot for that sink. This is so we can winterize the outdoor kitchen. Bleed it down, shoot air in, it's winterized. That's the only reason that's there. So, like I said, I was called out because they said I had a leak, and this is our leak. This is a Lochinvar. It's only 8 years old. They've got this down to a science now. They know exactly how long these things last. I think they actually design them that way. But if it says 5-year warranty, you can bet that it's going to last just over 5 years before it fails. If you get lucky and it fails before that, or unlucky, however you want to look at it, you got a warranty and they'll replace it. But they design them to last just barely over the warranty period. So now we have a leak. I did not want to put this storage tank in, but they made me because they didn't believe the tankless would keep up with the demand. Yeah, they didn't think that would keep up with it. And this is, like I said, this is the medium one. I've got another mechanical room with 8 of these in it. And they made me put a storage tank in it too. But anyway, when I walked in, I noticed somebody's been here jacking with it. It looks like shit now. None of this has Armaflex anymore for insulation and isolation. So now we've got metal touching copper. That's going to cause electrolysis more likely. So somebody's pulled all the Armaflex off. Also, somebody did some repiping. That CPVC was not tied together when I did this. They were all individually ran and fastened to the concrete. The TMP copper, the 3/4 copper you see down there, that was all fastened, and now it's just drooping and hanging. Looks like shit. My wiring, somebody's jacked with the wiring. It's no longer tied up with zip ties, and I had everything looking nice and square and straight. Somebody's been in here jacking around. And then they didn't even bother running it to the floor drain. They just stopped right there at the floor. And some of you might not know, but the condensate drain, the water that comes from the condensation, is very corrosive. This is what it does to concrete. It pitted it all out. It's starting to make a hole in the floor back there where it drains directly out. And now it looks like shit. It's all brown and rusty looking. This is why you run them all the way to your drains. It will eat concrete, but it does not eat plastic or brass. That's the reason you can run it in plastic, but it will do that to concrete. So yeah, I'm kind of irritated. Whoever's been jacking around in here, whoever they sent out here to fix something or whatever, yeah, it looks like shit now. My vents, Everything comes together. I called the manufacturer to ask if I could do it this way. They said they didn't see why not, especially with these fresh air and exhaust 6-inch. This is a 6-inch pipe that they all come into. So it's going from 2 to 3 to 4 and then 6-inch. They said that should be more than enough. It goes through the floor, up a chase, into the attic. The homeowner did not want any penetrations through his clay tile roof, so we brought everything out the soffits. So everything comes out of soffit. You can't see it. It's got a nice neat grill, and you don't even know that they're there. Even the furnaces, there's 19 furnaces, even those go out the soffits. So there's no roof penetrations whatsoever. But I just wanted to show you guys one of my jobs, even though it looks like shit now. Oh, also, the way I got this design, heaters run, fill this tank up with hot water, then I circulate it off of this line right here through a circulating pump and then back up into our tankless. So it sits there and circulates and keeps the water at 140 degrees non-stop all the time. I also put in a redundant system. Like I said, there is 2 other mechanical rooms. This line, this hot line that used to be insulated, it runs down, goes to a 2-inch pump, circulating pump, down through the floor and hits poly pipe. We put poly underground. It goes into a poly and goes back to the other mechanical rooms. The reason I did that, when it hits the other mechanical room, it's got another pump to help it along and goes back through the 8 tankless that are in the other mechanical room. So we got a redundant system. If this ever goes down or the other side ever goes down, one or the other can take over until we get it repaired. So they never lose hot water. Little idea I came up with, but yeah, I did not like having to put this tank in, and now I've got to replace this stupid storage tank. No big deal, easy. Real easy, as long as they still make them in this design. I might have to do some repiping or something, but that's gonna suck. But anyways, yeah, that's why I hate tanks. But here you go, guys, just give you a good look at it, and just to show you something I do, because I don't get to do that often. So you guys take care. We'll see you on the next one.